Hello and welcome back to the Honest Lab Horror Show, the show that we bring to you each and every Friday night. Why we do this on a Friday night? Because Friday night is horror night. Welcome back to the show, folks. This one's one of my favorite parts of the series that we have. This is the homegrown talent episode. With let me see, there's a whole list of stuff that this man can give me. We have content creator, we have creature maker, we have an unbelievably talented mask maker, and somewhatly a drama performer. Has a cool show coming up, or did have coming up. This is Mr. Aaron Lockhart. How are you, sir?
I am very good. Thank you so much for having me on. My podcast debut.
Is it?
Yeah, I've never been on a podcast before.
Couldn't be on a
I've
better one
recorded
either.
some that never came out.
Yeah. Couldn't be on a better one either.
Oh, there you go. See what I'm saying?
Testing the
You have
business here.
taste, that's all I can say.
If I have taste, I shouldn't have brought you on then, should I?
That's the thing. You made a mistake, but here I am.
As I said, homegrown talent. I do love these series when I talk to actors, actresses, directors, and stuff from Ireland, which is great. It's a bit weird doing it at the same time zone because there's not many of them that I've done. But here we are.
There's so much more, though. I was just about to say, when you're saying about Irish homegrown talent, there's so much more coming out specifically in the horror space that you're like, this is sick.
Yeah,
this is amazing.
But then even you look at the success that Kate Dolan's having, that Lee Cronin's having.
And there's Paul Dwan that did All You Need Is Death. Then you've got Oddity and Hokum, which is coming out. That's
that's Damien McCarthy.
Yes, who's brilliant.
Yeah,
again, flawless record on him.
Business got in the way of the show that we tried to line up the back end of last year when Oddity came out. We'll get there.
You'll get there.
And then we have Sean Bradnock in Cork, who's just smashing absolutely every short film, every movie he's doing. So
I need to get familiar with that guy.
Oh, he's so good. He done a movie called. I have to get the proper name. I don't want to butcher it on screen. But it's about a group of people that go to a house in like West Cork, and there's like a weird sinkhole thing, and there's like a serial killer monster thing that's attacking. Oh, it's so good. I watched it. When you flick through Prime and you put on something, you're like, oh, this isn't gonna be anything.
Yeah.
Random pull. So good. So good.
Please send me the name of that because I want to watch that.
Yeah, I'll get it now.
Because anytime I find out there's a hole in my horror knowledge in general, but specifically my Irish horror knowledge, I'm like, I need to get on that.
Yeah, Beyond the Woods, it's called.
Beyond the Woods. That is going down in the notes.
So good. I was glued to it. He has a short as well called Don't Open the Box that won a fucking bag load of awards all around the world. His YouTube is Irish horror something. Hold on, I'll get you his YouTube name. Film Ireland on this. Oh, there's my one with him. Irish horror.
Is that Don't Open the Box a short film about the guy coming out of the box?
No, not that one. No.
Sorry.
Okay. That one was good though. That was pretty cool.
That was sick. I like that one. That's why I was like,
that should have been made into a feature.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Lights Out got a feature, so that should have definitely got a feature.
But again, it's the odd ones there. And then Mama with Andy Muschietti. That was a short to begin with.
Which one?
Mama. Andy Muschietti. He did the It films.
Yeah, that was the weird creature that killed the parent at the start in the cabin.
I really enjoyed that film.
I looked at that going in. One of my mates, his auntie's a big horror fan as well, and she wrote to me and was like, "Oh, I hear they're making a second one." I said, "I haven't even seen the first one yet, and I can already tell you it's going to be bad."
They're making a second Mama?
No, this was back when it came out.
Oh.
And I was looking at it and I was like, this is going to be bad. I went into it with no hope and it didn't do much for me. Then again, we've spoken depth at the cons where those ones don't really do much for me.
That's fair. So, you're not like your type of horror though isn't really the
possession.
No, yeah.
Yeah. I'll watch them and I do enjoy some of them. But give me a creature feature or a slasher all day.
That's kind of me. If there's a big monster or a man or a dude in a mask killing people and there's a lot of gore, I'll be
Sold.
there.
Sold.
Now, in
No,
saying that, I do love, again, I love creeping kind of horror, like slow burn stuff as well. So,
oh
like, a
yeah,
lot of people see
absolutely.
my masks and all that type of shit, and they're like, Aaron's about ripping people's throats out and,
Yes.
people hanging from the ceiling in half. And I'm like, yeah, but did you see Skinamarink?
I fucking that was awful.
I, I'm not going to lie to you, I had such a weird experience watching it. I sat there like this throughout most of it, like literally just like that, kind of annoyed. And at the end, I went, oh, kind of like that. And then I watched
No,
it two more times. I watched it with Sean, and then I watched it with CJ, and I was like, "What do you think? What? What?" And if a horror film can do that, I was like, "Do you know what? I'm gonna say I like it now because it made me think about it and want to go back and see it again."
I watched it right, and I came out at the end of it. Like I watched it at home, and you know that scene in Billy Madison when he's talking about the little duck who could, the little dog who could,
Yeah.
and the principal goes, "We're now even more stupider for having listened to that." That's all I could say to myself. You're now more stupider from watching that movie. I don't know. Maybe if I was stoned off my nut or something, it might have made more sense. But for
Don't
me,
get
I
me
think
wrong. You're not in the minority. Like there's
uh,
a lot of people that said to me, "No, Aaron, there's no way." Like my dad's a big horror fan. I tried to watch. He was the first time I watched it. He sat there for 12 minutes. I specifically remember it was 12 minutes because he went, "Pause that," and I went, "Pause that," and he went, "What's going on?" And I goes,
nothing.
"Dad," I said, "This is only 12 minutes in. If you want to leave, go." And he was like, listen, I'm heading. I'll see you later."
Good luck. Now, before we get into the movie chat, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and
Yeah.
obviously where the masks and the acting and stuff came from?
So I'm acting since I was about 14. I got very, very lucky. Joined the drama class, and my agent was like, "Yeah, we could do something with that little weirdo." Um,
We could fuck him up.
yeah, we can work with him. And she was one of the only people that when I dressed up for Halloween as Leatherface with like a terrible looking chainsaw and stuff like that, she was like, "Show us how that character would act." And I played Leatherface for the whole day essentially. And she was like, "Yeah." So she was encouraging of all of that type of stuff. But yeah, so I got a show called Roy, which was about a cartoon character living in the real
I
world.
fucking hate that show. Were you in
Well,
that?
I was in it, so I know Jesus. I was only, I think I was 12, 13 at the time. It's when
That
he goes
cartoon.
to the country and there's a load of lads basically getting him into trouble. I was the character Willie. There you go.
I fucking hated that show. I hated it.
Actually, speaking of short films, that was they made a short and then it got made into a TV show.
Yeah,
Um,
it was it. I remember it was. I remember watching one of them, and it was like they were trying to play football and stuff. I was just like, I was like, no, this is just no. Used
it's
to be
just
on
not for you.
RTE.
But no, it was a lot of fun. So after that, then I just kept doing it. And I've been lucky enough I've done TV shows, films, stuff like that. And then I decided, you know what, I love my love for horror has always been there
Yeah.
since I bought Nightmare on Elm Street for me communion. Like I got me communion money and was like, I'm going to buy the box set of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Was it the box set with the page like thing
It
where it
was
turned all the
it was
discs
a
out of it?
blue box set. That was like it. Do you know the way he pretends to be a bum in number three
Yeah.
and walks by Tara? Um, yeah, I'm
Aaron.
terrible character names. Anyway, but he had like it's Robert England with like the trench coat with the Freddy Claw over him. He's looking back. It was a blue cover with that.
This
Um, that's the one. That's exactly the image. There you go. But it was
yeah.
that. So I bought that for like again. It was always into monsters. Jurassic Park was my thing. And then I saw my dad watching Alien one day, and I was like, "What is that?" And he was like,
I
I don't
need
know whether your mama let you watch it." You
I
know?
need that.
Yeah. I was like, I want it. I want one of those. But then I got that box set, watched the makings of Robert getting put into the makeup and all the type of stuff, and I was like, "Oh no, I want to." I loved it. I'd love to play a killer or something like that, but who's the wizard making all that stuff, making him look like and like a monster. So I started learning about Tom Savini, Kevin Yeager, all the guys, all the greats, John Carbeekler, stuff like that. And I just started watching anything I could get my hands on with regards to movies. And then in the golden age of DVDs, just before Blu-ray, they had tons of special features, and that was like a selling point.
I
Packed with
love what
extra
special features.
features. Yeah. Do you remember that when
Yeah,
everything was like extra features,
yeah,
55 minutes of extra features?
yeah.
You
It
know,
could be just them talking absolute shy.
oh yeah, it didn't matter what it was, but I was consuming it.
I,
Consuming
I used
it.
to I used to always make sure there was no like alternate deleted scene. Remember I used to have deleted scenes and stuff in it,
100%.
and then you're
Like
trying to
again, I
piece
remember.
together where it happens in the movie. You're like, what? You're like, how did that? Where did that even go in?
I'm like, why?
Yeah,
Like, actually, we'll get back into deleted scenes in a minute because there's a modern movie that is like an extended cut that came out recently, and I went, why? I'll talk about that in a minute because I will go on a tangent. But no, so it was all that type of stuff because I had me videos of all the Friday the 13th and all that type of stuff. But when it got to DVDs, there was only one video I had that had extra features, and that was like a special edition of Terminator. I had like a
yeah.
feature at the end of the tape, which was weird.
Oh,
It was really cool. I had like concept art of Arnold and stuff like that. And the very
and
first
then
concept image that when Arnold wasn't cast and he drew an image of what the Terminator would look like, and it's Arnold.
it was OJ Simpson at that stage, wasn't
But that's who was cast.
it?
Yeah, if in
Yeah.
another world.
The less said, the better about that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
But no, so then it was literally just like learning everything I could about specifically horror films, and then realizing that regular films had extra features. They just weren't as cool because they didn't have monsters and people
yeah.
getting ripped apart. Um,
This is boring.
yeah, I'm like, this
I
is
don't want
great
to see.
learning about, like,
I
don't get
don't
me wrong,
want
I
to see.
still love like the art of filmmaking and stuff like that. Great. And listening to actors talk about how they got into the script. But when I can listen to that mixed with a really cool dude like Tom Savini going, so how we're going to cut their throat is this, and I'm going to do this, and there's a bladder under the neck, and da-da-da. So I decided, right, I'm going to start learning how to do this stuff, and I didn't know where to start. I just started kind of copying, trying, because again, in Ireland at Halloween, you couldn't even buy a bottle of latex when we were kids. I don't know if that was the same for you, but it was
Yeah,
like
no,
your
it's
cheapo
all
masks.
pound shop stuff.
Exactly. That's all. That's what I had. But I started kind of trying to paint stuff like that and like really trying to get into it. And then I found latex, and I started looking at then the
Not in the way that most people find it.
yeah. I was like, yeah, probably not. I spent a lot of time on my own as a kid.
He puts the
But
lotion in the basket.
huh?
He put the lotion in the basket.
That's kind of me. But no, so I started like experimenting with stuff because again, I didn't have access to proper materials. So I started like buying masks and trying to put the latex inside of them to get like a casting of the mask. Would that work? No, that doesn't work. Or how does this work? How does that work? And I started doing like wounds and stuff with scar wax and all that type of stuff, making little short films in the back. And then I started the age of YouTube came. And the
What a
first thing I
glorious,
ever really made, huh?
what a glorious time.
Oh, and I had it like actually in the very corner I'm sitting in. We had a computer that was like dial up that like we couldn't get on for longer than 5 minutes. So I was like trying to watch a 10-minute video going, if I don't get up to the bit where he's making a mask, I'll have to watch the rest tomorrow. But I eventually got proper running internet, and I was realizing that like, oh, like there's people out there making this stuff. So I started looking at all that type of stuff, and then realizing that I couldn't get a lot of the materials, I realized there's loads of people that can't get the materials. So I'm going to show them what I do, like what I actually can make with just like what I make stuff with now: ping pong balls, tissue, cotton, flour. That's a big one. But I just started making like masks and stuff to show people you don't have to have a mad amount of money, and you don't have to be really technically knowledgeable. Like I can do a mask out of clay, plaster, latex, all that type of stuff. But if I can show you how to make one out of ping pong balls and tissue, it's more accessible.
You're winning.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Again, it's the stuff is magic, but you have the power to do that magic in your own house with the stuff you already have. Latex.
I
That's the
can't.
only thing. But
I
again,
can't
you
even
can.
draw a straight line. I ain't making a mask out of a ping pong ball and some tissue.
I guarantee it. You spend a day with me, you'll be making masks by the end of it.
I can fully guarantee I won't. I can fully guarantee you won't.
No, but yeah, that's essentially my little evil origin story. And now I just do all the same stuff, but on a little bit of a bigger level.
And I've seen some of the masks in person, obviously at HorrorCon down in Monasterevin. The 2 years that I was down there, they were
That was
all.
actually the first place we met.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. When I done the Q&A with Craig David Dowsey. Shout out to Winnie the
Yes.
Pooh himself.
Super nice dude.
Oh, unreal.
I was
Unreal.
expecting him just to walk by our table because again, I was stuck at the table all day. So I didn't get to see him or anything like that. But when he walked by, he was like, they're pretty cool. And I'm like, hey, thank you.
He's a really good guy. I brought him to the airport that day and back.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I heard rumors around that day that he was making a Bigfoot film.
He has made it. It is finished. It is due out in 6 weeks. As of
Ah,
recording, it's due out in 6 weeks.
I'm dying to see that. I'm a big Bigfoot guy.
It's
One of my weird
called
things.
Primal Fear.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Primal Fear. Shout out to my buddy all Neil Hibbert is in that as well, who runs For the Love of Horror.
No way.
Yeah,
I've never met Neil, but I'm aware of him because of For the Love
he's
of Horror.
he's just a genius. That man is.
I follow his
Yeah.
tattoo artist on Instagram.
Egg.
Yeah.
He was.
Who I
He
got
was
to meet at HorrorCon, and he's a
yeah,
super nice dude too.
yeah. He came over to me at HorrorCon as well. Yeah, I had a good conversation with him. They'd only had the baby at that stage.
I really think I freaked him out at that. I'm not gonna lie, because I walked up in like my hillbilly stuff. I
That
was
was
like,
so good.
man, I really love your work. And he was looking at me going, okay, thanks.
he's a sound guy. I
Oh,
really
he's super nice. Super nice.
yeah. So it's called Bigfoot Primal Fear.
Nice. I'm going to write that down because
It's
I
due
didn't know
out.
it was coming out that soon. And now I'm super excited.
Yeah,
I'm
it's due
just
out.
about to start a film or a book called De-Evolution. Max Brooks, he wrote World War Z. That's all about Bigfoot killing people in the town. So,
World War Z was shit though.
huh?
The movie was shit.
I like it. It came out when I was like seeing all the horror films I could possibly want in the cinema. And when I went to that, I just thought it was a cool concept.
Yeah, I didn't like it. No, I seen it. I seen it in the house. Me and Zoe we watched it at my ma's house when I lived there, and I was sitting watching it. I was like, this is awful. And then the whole helicopter scene with the big pile of bodies. I was like, well, what the fuck is this?
See, again, now in saying that, I'm always slacking you that you don't like Ant.
Yeah, true, I don't. I'm a moany motherfucker, but sure, here I am.
But you know what? You're honest. And that's the main thing.
I'll always look for the good in films, and don't get me wrong, there was some really good camera work in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
But for me, the story didn't work. Although I've gotten a lot better with liking stuff that I don't normally like.
You're trying.
I'm trying, yeah. Yeah. But let's see. As of
I'm
right
terrible.
now,
I'm always really positive on stuff.
like as of right now, I've watched 33 movies that were released since January.
Sick.
So 33 new movies. Right? Now, from us knowing each other for a year and a half to 2 years now, right? What would you think I would have thought of Whistle?
I have a feeling you wouldn't have been too pushed on it.
I really wasn't going into it. I fucking loved it.
You loved it.
Oh, I thought it was so good.
Oh, we agree. I thought it was great.
So basic, but so damn good.
Again, I was describing it to people when I got to see it at an early screen, and one of my mates was said it to me because I didn't even know it was coming out, and even though I was really excited after seeing the trailer, and I described it to everybody after as Nightmare on Elm Street meets Final Destination, without giving too much spoilers or anything like that.
What did I go? I went with Final Destination and a different movie. I can't remember what it was now, but yeah, Final Destination was obviously because it runs in the timeline of whoever was there, so there was a pattern to it. But yeah, I fucking loved Whistle.
I thought it was great. It was super fun.
Cold Storage was brilliant.
It's in so far. It's in one of the top spots of the year.
Oh,
the other my top spot at the minute, just because I love fun in horror films, and it's Primate.
I Primate was in my top 10 for ages. It's now fallen out of it. It's what 4, 8, 12. It's 13th in the list of 33.
Nice. That's fair.
I don't get me wrong, it was a little bit silly towards the end, but I really dug it. Really dug it.
Yeah, I was dying for a chimpanzee horror film for ages.
Creature, can't go wrong.
That's it. And like I read one of the reviews before I went in and said Friday 8th to 13th. And I was like, oh, that's it. I'm there.
So,
I'm sorted. And the way they opened it was so brutal with the
so bad. And then like the dead scene where he pulls him over the edge of the pool.
100%. Like, and again, when Ben turns around and just does the little and the smile, I was like, it's so good. It's so good. Now again, do I think it's the best made horror film of the year? No. But for personal fun and taste.
The real the question is it rewatchable? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's one I can literally stick on and just chill and watch out.
You could fall asleep for half of it, wake up and you know what's happening.
Yeah, 100%. Like my sister was dying to see it. She missed it in the cinema. She was trying to go see it, but she ended up just being in work and stuff. And I watched that at home with her. And again, it was, she turned around and goes, it's everything I thought it would be and everything I wanted it to be. I was like, exactly.
Cold Storage was brilliant. I don't know if you've seen that one yet.
I'm dying to see that. I haven't seen that yet.
I had no hope for it. I thought it looked atrocious from the ad. Right. And I was pleasantly surprised. I have it at 7.
Nice. I've heard great things. I've heard really, really good things. And again, I'm like overly positive on most things just because I love this stuff.
Ted was really big on it as well. That's one of the main reasons I watched it. I didn't think it looked good, and that lad has a sneaky chance of getting me to watch stuff that is atrocious.
Yeah, no, anytime I would never actually recommend a film to you because I know if I recommend it, you're not going to watch that. You're not going to watch it.
I do. If someone recommends me something, Adam McDonald, who directed Backcountry, obviously a movie I love quite dearly. It's about a bear attack. His new movie, This Is Not a
Country, is that the one about the couple?
Yeah.
And the black bear.
Yeah, it's sick.
That was actually like, it wasn't only like brutal and stuff, but it was upsetting towards the end. That's where he like gets dragged from the tent and stuff. Am I wrong?
Yeah, hold on.
Sorry
about that. I had to run off. There was a fire alarm going off. Yeah, Backcountry is the one about the black bear and the couple, and it's got that gruesome fucking
that
thing.
First of all, rad. That whole scene was deadly, but like it's genuinely like it feels real. Like it actually was genuinely upsetting and stuff like that when he gets dragged from the tent.
Oh, you just think the bear's gonna go away.
Literally, and they're peeking out the tent, and every time they peek, and then when it notices them, it was such a well done build up as well, like a really well done film.
So you know that's a true story.
Oh,
well, sorry, it's based on a true story of a couple that went kayaking and stopped on an island somewhere, and he went out and they were having food, and the bear attacked and killed her in real life.
Jesus.
But he got her back in the canoe and pedaled back up, but she died before thing. But the bear done a right fucking number on both of them.
That's insane. Again, any like bears, chimpanzees, hippos, all like my favorite animals, but I'm deathly afraid of ever being in the vicinity of one that's out.
Well, let's be fair. A chimp is what, 5 or 6 times stronger than a human. And it's got 5 or 6 inch long canines. No, thank you.
Nope.
Hippos are just hippos. Everyone knows about that. That's
more than machines.
Are you super excited for the Hungry Hippos movie?
When I heard about the Florida Hippo film, I was like, I'm out. I'm here. I'm in. Let's go. Because again, Blumhouse did an April Fool's, very apt that we're shooting this on an April Fool's. They did an April Fool's years ago with that. They were like, Hungry Hippos, the movie. And it was like a poster with a hippo coming up and about to bite a boat. And I thought it was real. I was losing my mind. And then it was like, but it's April Fool's, but you never know. And I'm like, you're not going to make it though. And now that was announced.
Every single creature feature fan goes, yes.
100%.
because you
Name me
don't
a
get
good
it.
horror movie. There
You
is none.
don't get it. It just doesn't work. Do you know what I
Like,
mean? We've got hundreds of shark movies. We've got hundreds of snake movies. We've got a few spider movies. You got now what? You say 3 monkey movies, maybe?
yeah, they're few and far
Uh,
between. I always count Congo in that.
yeah, that's one.
I love that one.
I was only talking about that with my boss there the other day. I said I haven't seen that since I was about 10.
Yeah, to be honest, I wore out the video when we had it. Like I had the one with like Amy's eye on the front of it and stuff like that. I wore it out because I loved it so much. And
Nice.
it was only then when CJ was flicking through the films that we have and or like Blu-ray collection. She's like, "What's that?" And I was like, "We have
That's
plans for the evening. Tell
that's
everybody to
glorious
cancel
of what that
plans.
is.
We're doing it." Because again, I get to introduce CJ to all the films she hasn't seen. Now there's very little she hasn't seen now.
Nice.
Because she's watching them since she was about 8.
Nice.
So yeah, but we're making our way through stuff that falls through the cracks like that, like Congo. I love when we find it and we're like, oh no, I get to show her this. It's amazing.
So I'm at that stage now. Finn's starting to watch horror movies with me.
No way.
Yeah.
How's
So
that?
so at the minute, so obviously with him being 9 and having ADHD and autism, I'm skeptical on what I show him.
Of course. Jesus,
I'm a lot more protected because like one of his teachers last year came up to me after school one day and he's like, he was telling me that you let him watch Jurassic Park, and I was like, yeah, and she's like, it's not really appropriate for an 8-year-old. It's a 12s movie. And I says it's a PG movie, and she's
that's what
like,
I was gonna
no.
say.
She was like, no, it's 12s movie or 15s at best. And I was like, don't try me. I'm a movie guy.
I was going to say, I don't know who. I don't think you know who you're speaking to.
I'm the guy. I'm that guy. And I says, every child watches Jurassic Park. I says,
That was again. It was one of my It's one of my favorite films to this day because it's one of my gateways into horror. Like that's.
And I walked away and I was like, thank fuck he didn't turn around and bend over and start talking at his ass because we'd only watched Ace Ventura the night before. And I was like,
That's
good
the
God.
best.
I was like, good God. But
it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, so for weeks he was asking me to watch Jaws, like weeks and weeks. And my missus said to me, Zoe said to me, she's like, you have to let him watch it. I said, I'm not letting him watch Jaws. I says, not 9, not a hope. I says, no, come on. I says, I'll show him some things, but I'm not showing him that. So we booked to go and see Bad Guys 2 in the cinema. And the kids were delighted with life. And I walked in. I says, oh, the cinema rang. I says, they're not showing Bad Guys 2. I says, we're going to see Jaws. Right? Now, didn't happen. I was joking with him.
Oh, okay.
And her, right? And she's giving out. And he's like, yes. Hops off the bunk bed. And he's like, yes. Right? So I was like, she's really into it. And he's like, look at this. So he's playing Roblox and he has a cinema in it and he has the big Jaws poster up. And I was like, shit. So I went in and said to Zoe, and she's like, it's a sign. Right? So I says, no, still, I says, I'm not doing it. I'm not letting him watch it. We get to the cinema that day and we're sitting on the chair and the poster behind where we were sitting was the 50th anniversary for Jaws, that it was back in the cinema.
Way.
And then she looked at me and was like, now you have to let him watch it. So the following Saturday,
were aligned for him to watch that film.
The following Saturday, me and him and her were sitting here and she's like, I'm going to go and watch something inside. And I was like, right, Finn, we're going to watch Jaws. All right.
So he freak out?
No, he didn't. No, he sat on the sofa 2 hours and 9 minutes. He did not move off that sofa. When normally he gets up and he kind of wanders around, he's watching, he'll be fidgeting. And no, I have a video. I'll send you the video afterwards of him. When Quint dies, he's like, how many people died in this? And I said, he's like, 6 people. And he's like, yeah. And then Quint gets eaten. He's like, why didn't you tell me he was going to get eaten? And I was like, why would I ruin the film for you?
Yeah, I'm not going to ruin it. Watch it.
Yeah, he sat there and he watched the whole thing.
That's so sick. Yeah. That's right. That's a deadly memory to have, though, as well. Do you know what
I mean? I knew because obviously I know when the scene was coming, so I'm videoing him and he's sitting with the blanket like this.
But that, that's the scene that, I'm sure you remember watching Jaws as a kid.
It's the only visceral scene, really.
It is 100%, and it's so brutal. I don't think you need anything else after that. It's just that's perfect.
Yeah, that's a great ending.
You
It was basically the best ending you could have got.
Oh, 100%. Because now we're thinking about everybody else that got eaten, and you're like, if all of it was as brutal as that, and we can imagine that now in our own heads, we don't need anything else. We just need that.
you have to wonder how Susie's one was at the start.
And then her screams and stuff.
Yeah,
Obviously, she was nearly drowned actually shooting that scene.
yeah.
But
That was a different thing though. But
yeah,
yeah,
but like her screams are so visceral at the start of
yeah.
that film that you're like, Jesus,
That
you
other
know,
guy, the other guy, cock blocked himself.
sleep on the beach.
Would have been even funnier if the shark had come up and got him as well.
See, now in a film now, that's what's going to happen.
And it's not. It's already happened. I don't know if you've seen Killer Whale yet.
I haven't. To be honest, we were gonna start it, and we ended up saying, right, it's not the night. It's not the night for this. We ended up watching something else. But
Oh,
is it good?
I loved it. I loved it because of what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like we've only had one Killer Whale movie, and that was Orca in 1979 or whatever,
Yeah,
which
I
is
actually quite like that film.
which is absolutely sick.
Yeah, I love that film,
Yeah,
and it was
bit
made
weird.
because was it made because of Jaws? I'm 90%
Yeah,
sure.
because of Jaws.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was like
like
a direct knockoff of Jaws. It's just
because then
uh,
there was even like the Italian Jaws movie that was made as well. That's like just something like Sea Jaws or something like that. I don't know. I'll send you a link. I'll
yeah. Jaws inspired that whole kind of thing, but
But like it created the blockbuster, really, didn't it? Like that was,
yeah. Well, I
you
mean,
know,
where would we be with cinema without it now? We wouldn't have Spielberg probably.
that's it. You know, and the minute someone goes, din in, he goes, oh,
Everyone
Jaws.
knows it. Everyone, even people who haven't seen the film know it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like for me, that's probably the most recognizable theme song ever.
100%.
Like
If it's not the most recognizable, it's up there as top
like
three.
you can easily say mix up the likes of Star Wars with something else to an extent. Do you know what I mean? For non-movie goers, but with Jaws, everyone just knew it.
Yeah. They'd probably be the top three for me. Well, not
Indiana.
really, but like most recognizable, if you had to put like pressure on me to say, probably Jaws, Star Wars, Superman.
Oh, see, I'd go Indiana Jones.
But there you go, Indiana Jones as well. So like, and then obviously for me, I love that. Like Jurassic Park is so iconic for me as well. So I don't know.
Jurassic Park's another another very very big one.
I remember being, do you ever go on holidays when you were a kid and do the banana boat?
No, I don't like to see. Sorry,
Exactly.
that's
I like
that's a lie.
Jaws. Means I don't
That,
like the sea.
that's a lie. So I've done it when I was younger, but I don't like the sea and the beach. I don't like sand.
I hate sand, man.
Stop.
That's
Fucking horrible.
I can't do sand.
Yeah,
It not only ends up all over you, but if you try and eat at on the beach, forget
it's a
about it.
yeah. I might as well just take a big old pile of sand.
I was about to say I've eaten sand multiple times.
That's a bit
Multiple
weird.
times.
But no, we have a thing when we went away a couple of years ago. Myself, herself, the kids, her mom, dad, our two sisters went to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Right? And I said I don't like the beach, but her mom and I go to the beach once a holiday when we're all together. So we said, "Oh, we bring the kids down, let them experience their first beach." Right. So the night beforehand, we're in the hotel room. She's asleep, kids are asleep, and I'm sitting on the sofa and I'm watching thing and flicking through the channels. And you get all the Spanish channels. I'm like, ugh. Only channel that was in English had Jaws just starting, and I was like, "Yep." I says, "Is this a smart idea if I'm going to the beach tomorrow?"
Probably not.
Right. So you can't not watch Jaws. Just can't do it. Can't turn it off. It's just not going to happen. I didn't have much of a choice either. So I watched Jaws, went to bed, got up the next day, went down to the beach. Grand. At the beach, and next thing you know, this parent runs along screaming, looking for a lost child. And I was like, I seen this. I seen this last night.
It's like it's like Final Destination with a premonition.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they found the child well.
Good.
About 500 yards down the fucking beach, mind you, but
Happened to me as a kid. I got lost on a beach in the ocean. Current took me away.
yeah.
Me and my cousin, we were on like one of them rings, like you know the tire ring.
The beach.
Yeah, we took one of those to the beach. Not clever.
Yeah.
I never said I was a smart kid.
No,
we literally looked at the beach and we realized that we don't see anybody. There was like one family
way
sitting
down, did you?
Huh?
Just brought you down the way, like
The current just brought us all the way down. And there was one family sitting on the beach, and we were like, that's not our family. My cousin couldn't swim, and when we realized we can't touch the ground, So I'm
Oh,
like
really?
dragging my cousin in because I'm the only one that can swim out of the two of us. And I'm like dying. And the next thing, all of a sudden, the family on the beach had two dudes with them. And they were like, no, they're like drowning. They're going to die. So they jumped in and dragged us in. And I was
Nice.
like, shit, okay.
Not doing that
Needless to
again.
say, we burst that ring altogether.
And my trip here for the beach got worse.
Yeah,
No,
100%.
no, yeah, went down. No, came back that night, and then same kids are in bed, so he's asleep. Jaws is on again, right? Grand. I had to watch it again.
Yeah.
Not that it was a chore,
No,
right?
of course. Watching
So
Jaws is never a chore, but like,
so she was like, "Oh man," she woke up near the end of it. She's like, "Are you watching Jaws again?" I was like, "Yeah."
yeah,
I
if
was
it's
like,
on,
"I
I'm
am."
not going to turn off.
Yeah. I said, "There's nothing else on." I says, "I'm not tired." So, and then the next night, Jaws was on again.
For someone
Yeah.
that knew you were in the hotel room, just going, throw Jaws on from again.
I know. I missed the first half of it, the tour night because we'd stayed out later having a few beers. Still
As you
watched it
do.
again anyway. Came in as Quint is singing the Spanish lady.
Ah,
Yeah, good old Quint.
I was about to say them. And speaking of Jaws, the songs get stuck in my head. Obviously, "Show Me the Way to Go Home" is iconic, but like again, we were bathing our daughter, and all I could think with the water there was "Farewell and Adieu, dear fair Spanish lady."
Do you know there's another movie he's done where he sings that?
Really?
Yeah, so he has it. But it's not Farewell in the June with Spanish lady. I think it's Farewell in the June with Italian lady. He changed the words of it. Let me see what it is. Rob Shaw. S-H-E-W. He's done it in two movies. Uh,
He's just such an interesting dude, though, in general. Like again, there's actually a play that his son is doing now. It was here. I missed it, unfortunately. It was in the Gaiety.
I
Um,
thought the broken boat or the broken
yeah,
shark.
the shark is broken.
It's on Amazon Prime or Netflix or something now.
No way. I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at because again, I was gonna go see it live when it was here, but I didn't get a chance, and I'm dying to see it. And then there's a prequel book, if I'm not mistaken,
Oh,
about Quint.
that I'd watch.
Yeah, sorry, there's a prequel book about Quint, but the actor Robert Shaw. Yeah, I'm not wrong on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love watching like behind the scenes of him and stuff like that. Have you ever seen them?
I haven't watched any of the deleted scenes of Jaws.
Not even, but like there's like we watched. There was the Jaws 50th thing on one of the streaming services, so we watched it. Jaws is CJ's favorite film, hands down. That's our favorite film.
You get that.
Yeah, and I always say I respect it.
Yeah.
But
Unless it was Jaws 3D or The Revenge, then they just
she
own.
won't. She has seen the sequels. And that's it. She won't touch them.
Jaws
Just
2
watch
is good.
Jaws.
I know lots of people that love Jaws 2 and they're like, oh, it's awesome. It's fucking awful.
Don't
Awful.
get me wrong. I'll watch Jaws too. That's
I,
like out of the
I,
sequels. That's probably the best sequel. You know,
yeah, well, 3D is atrocious and The Revenge is even worse.
my favorite in 3D is when the people are in the tunnel
The paper
and the
mache
shark
shark,
is like just like a picture of a shark
yeah, turning and
just
coming at
coming
you.
towards the thing.
Yeah.
I love it so much. And
Uh,
then obviously you have the roaring shark in number 4, which is great.
no, no, it's just and it's a relation of the other shark comes back to hunt the family.
Yeah, shark takes revenge.
Fuck.
Again, the more it's bad, they're bad films, but the more I talk about them, I'm like, I'm gonna watch them again.
I'm not. I can tell you that the other thing that Rob Shaw done was the Buccaneers was a TV show, but he
Okay,
plays the song in it.
right.
Uh,
Because again, I love like just even his accent and stuff. He's so different.
Yeah, he was a genius. Like on one of the movie pages there recently, someone was saying about a performance that was robbed of an Oscar nomination for a film that came out this year, right? And they were like, it's the best performance to not get nominated. And I was like, excuse me.
Oh, hang on, they
I
said
was
of
like,
all time.
yeah, I was like, absolutely not even nearly. I says Jack Nicholson didn't get nominated for The Shining, for one.
Like,
I
look,
said,
you go back throughout history.
I
You
said
know,
that when I said that Boris Karloff didn't get nominated for Frankenstein,
yeah, and
and then I said Rob Shaw didn't get nominated as Quint for Jaws, and that would have been a supporting actor because no one. Jaws is probably the main actor. Is technically the main character. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's Bruce,
Yeah,
Brody, and then the other lads.
yeah. And like Rob Shaw comes into it at the start and then he's out of it again. But
But
like,
again, one of the greatest character introductions of all time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll find him for 5.
Yeah,
I'll kill him for 10.
and then just
And for
the
that, you get
whole
the
damn
whole
thing,
hog, the tail, the fins.
whole damn thing. And
Yeah,
then you get that is like Skipper or is boatmate that like follows him out. Just this
yeah.
old dude.
Yeah, he just doesn't. You don't see him ever again.
Oh no. I
Like,
think we
where'd
see
that
him
guy go?
helping him load the ship, maybe, but that's about it.
Oh, you do actually. Yeah, you do see him. He's helping him putting on the shark
I could
cage.
be wrong on that, but I think he's loading the boat, and then he's like, "You 3 lads, I'm gonna go drink. I'll see you later."
Yeah, that like he just has so many good lines in that film.
Look, again, it's iconic, you
Yeah.
know. And
Like
I think he rewrote the whole USS Indianapolis.
I don't know if he rewrote it. I think he just got the date wrong.
Really?
Yeah, so he instead I think it's July the 29th. And he says June the 29th.
Oh, geez, I didn't even realize that was wrong.
Yeah,
No, the story I heard about it was that they had
he was
this
locked.
like long ass speech, and Robert Shaw was like, "Listen, I know a little bit about this stuff.
Yeah.
Can I take it, rejig it, and
No,
perform?"
that could be the case, but all I've ever heard was he got the date wrong. So it should have been July 30th, 1945. And he says June the 29th, 1945. But so obviously and any fan of Jaws knows that speech, right?
Ah,
But I was here one day and I watched the movie USS Indianapolis with
yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
How was that? I never actually watched it. I
It
was
wasn't
like,
bad. It wasn't
"Oh,
great, but it wasn't bad. It was long.
oh, it wasn't bad. Nice."
Yeah. Sharks are fully CGI and stuff, but it's to be
That kind of
expected.
kills me. Like, don't get me wrong.
Well,
Like there's films that sometimes that works.
yeah,
Like the Shallows. I watched that again recently. I enjoyed that. It's fully CGI shark, but it's a
I didn't.
decent
I
idea.
didn't like it.
No,
I've only seen it the once, but I didn't. I know I didn't like it.
that's
I will
fair.
give it. I will give it another watch.
No,
But
I enjoyed it. Like again, it's a decent idea that like this whale carcass is there and there's a
mm,
great white circling and
I
how
will. I will say it's still better than Great White with Alicia Silverstone. That was atrocious.
I don't know whether that was the one I saw. Was that the one based in Australia?
No, she's staying in a hotel and like a typhoon takes her
Oh
hotel
God, no, I
room
didn't
out.
see that one.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
Writing that down, making a little
Bait.
note not to
Bait was the one in Australia when the thing flooded. The store.
the store. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, that's based on a true story.
I remember seeing footage of sharks in like a mall or something like that, but is it based off that?
It might be. I don't know. I just remember hearing it was based on an actual some event that happened during a typhoon.
That's crazy. We're getting. Did you see the new shark film? We're getting. I can't remember the name of it, but it's
Trash.
basically crawl with sharks.
Yeah, trash.
Again, I'll give it a go.
No, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Trash.
Oh, because trash is shark. Yeah, yeah.
And if it's acting like crawl, it will be trash because that was awful. Treasure, yeah.
Yeah. I said it wrong, and I was like, if I say that wrong, someone's going to say that.
Yeah, no. Like that was it. That was I didn't like crawl. I was so excited for it, and
I liked it.
no.
Look, I'm overly positive on everything. I apologize.
For me, like everyone knows, my point is once I get lost out of a movie, I'm not coming back into it. I'm done. And
Completely fair.
it took a while for that for completely lose me, and it was near in the end when they walk out and they see all the alligators in the streets, and she's like, the dad turns to her and goes, "You can outswim them." Sorry,
No, you
what?
can't.
I don't care if you're Michael Phelps
You were not out
in
a gator
storm
or a crocodile.
waters. No, that was it. I was
No.
done then. I was done.
No,
And
don't
at
wrong. I'll suspend disbelief for that type of stuff. If the tension is handled well, I've no problem. I'll suspend my disbelief all day. But no, that is crazy. No,
it was so bad, and he says it so fucking confidently. I was like, "Good
I
lord."
like that actor that plays the dad as well. I really
He's
like
good,
him.
yeah. Alicia Vikander was very good as well.
Yeah. Again,
Um,
I really like their relationship in that film as well. I thought that was class.
or their lack of.
Well, yeah.
Although the dad should have been long dead. Like the alligators pretty much picking him apart in the basement for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Right.
He's just surviving. He's like,
You
the
know,
roommates suck.
I'd probably have to go and give that a watch again just to see if it changed anything. Because I seen it when it first came out, and
My godchild is deathly afraid of alligators and crocodiles, and I'm trying to convince him to watch it.
because we don't live in a place where you're ever going to see them, really.
That's what I was saying. I was like, you're never going. He was like, I want to go to Florida and Universal. That's where they live. And I was like, that's fair.
They
Okay.
don't. Well, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I was like, that's fair. Because he seen the poster for Lake Placid and looked at me and went, no,
Yeah.
absolutely not. And I was like, it's a great film. It's really good. And I'm like, he's like,
it's got
absolutely.
Betty White. What more do you want?
And she's a treasure in that film. She's an absolute treasure in that film. And even the end where she's sitting and they're nibbling her toes, the little gator or little crocodiles.
Yeah,
I love it.
So good. She's just that movie's just so good.
Yeah.
Again,
Brendan Gleeson and everything in that is amazing.
Bill Pullman. Bill Pullman.
An amazing cast. Like, but again, I just love fun in my horror films. I love it. As I said, I will go for all the slow burns, very deathly serious stuff, like, you know, like the deadly serious stuff, like your Hereditaries, your Midsommar, stuff like that. Yeah. But what?
Oh no, those two didn't do it for me at all.
Really?
Didn't do it at all. Hereditary was definitely better than Midsommar.
Fair.
But didn't do it. Either of them didn't do it. I was just like, no.
Fair.
It took me a long while then to kind of go back and watch the likes of The Lighthouse and stuff.
This is a hole in my horror knowledge. I've seen most of Robert Eggers' stuff. I haven't seen The Lighthouse. I really need to fix that.
Willem Dafoe is also another one that was overlooked for Best Supporting Actor for The Lighthouse.
I've heard he's amazing.
Oh, it's just he's sick, and there's no other way to describe it. He's just sick in it.
Yeah, again, I've from what I've seen, he looks amazing. Well, it's Willem Dafoe. He's going to be amazing.
Everything,
you know,
he's unbelievable in the new Nosferatu as well.
That film in general, I loved.
The mustache got me. I wasn't watching it with her. And obviously, for horror fans, they know obviously the '92 Dracula with Gary Oldman. Like to me, that's my favorite version of Dracula.
That's rad.
Yeah, the movie is atrocious, absolutely atrocious.
Again, I find stuff that I love about it, and I'll watch it.
The cinematography in it is brilliant.
100%.
Keanu Reeves was atrocious. Worst role in his whole career. And that includes SpongeBob.
I don't think I've seen him in SpongeBob. I've only seen the first SpongeBob movie.
Oh, he's in one of them. I can't remember which one it is. But if that movie didn't have Gary Oldman as Dracula, it would have flopped so bad.
He's so good, though. He's a perfect choice for Dracula, especially at that time. Got him at the perfect time.
For that Dracula, he is. Like, you couldn't have cast him. Now, I'd watch that man play a lamppost.
Same.
He's that good. But you couldn't have cast him the same way Christopher Lee or lads like that were cast back in the day, the way Bella was. He's not that type of Dracula.
No.
But he definitely fit that mold because it's two different characters that he's playing. And which was brilliant. Bill Skarsgård done a hell of a job with Nosferatu. He knocked it out of the park.
What I loved about Nosferatu is obviously none of us had seen what he looked like until the film came out.
I love that. I thought, here you go.
I was amazed with that. Even Fangoria gave them the cover, but was hiding it until the release date. And the opening scene where he has her by the throat and he's on top of her, that was insane. Really, really sick.
So, like, obviously, where I was saying when we went back to the '92 Dracula, you see pretty much scene for scene, shot for shot with the start of Nosferatu, and I was moaning to myself. I was like, "Oh, I should have just called it Dracula." Like, and she's giving it. She's saying to me, "What are you giving out about?" And I says, "It's just a shot for shot remake. Even the way the carriage arrives and turns." Because I was able to tell her what was going to happen. She's like, "Have you watched this without me?" And I was like, "No, I've seen the original one."
Yeah, I've seen it before.
I've seen it, yeah. And then it changed drastically. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, like
And then you see him with the mustache, and I was like, ugh, I don't know if I like that mustache. Then it grew on me. I was like, I like it. I
yeah,
dig it.
like again, I love with regards to makeup designs and stuff like that, especially now when we've seen so much. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
audiences have seen so much.
Everyone was expecting the Count Orlok Nosferatu kind of way, and that's
100%.
not
Like
what we
even
got.
I made a head, like I made a severed Count Orlok head to bring to the premiere. And I gave him like the close together teeth, like kind of like a Salem's Lot kind of vibe.
Yeah. I
Um,
was never mad on that look anyway.
to be honest, I saw Salem's Lot with me dad. The only film that my dad said ever scared him when he was a kid was the original Salem's Lot. Yeah. Um, with the kid knocking on the window.
Oh man, it's so good, isn't it?
So good.
It's the image that everyone you see it all the time on Facebook and stuff. This is the image that traumatized me as a kid.
Yeah, and it again, I'd never seen it, so he was like, "You need to see that. That's a whole thing of horror knowledge," and it was years ago. So I watched it, and I ended up loving that kind of look just because it was so monstery and it was
Yeah.
different. Like again, I my favorite bit in Gary Oldman's Dracula is when he's the giant bat creature and he's in the corner of the room and stuff. I love that bit. Again,
Where
I remember actually seeing that. My mom and dad were having a drink with their mates, and I was in the sitting room watching Dracula. But it
as you
just
do.
I turned it on and that image was there and it was that scene. And I was like, oh shit, this is amazing. And then all of a sudden the person that owned the house came in. Oh, you should be watching that. Not realizing I'm a hardcore horror fan at the age of 10.
Sorry, boss. As soon as you leave, I'm putting it back on though.
I was just about to say I'm gonna switch it back on. That's
Yeah.
couldn't find the channel then. Just
What did you think of the Voyage of the Demeter then?
again, surprised the hell out of me. I really enjoyed it.
I dug it. Oh, I was all in.
Yeah. And
All
it
in.
nobody anytime I'm glad you've seen it because anytime I say it to people like, oh, I haven't seen it yet, I'm like,
Yeah.
watch it.
I couldn't wait for it to come out. Oh, I
Again,
fucking dug the shit out of it, especially when he kills the kid. I was like, yes, you don't see
and
that very often.
I was full on expecting a dapper kind of Dracula to appear at some stage. And the
Oh
fact
no.
they kept him as this monster that was, slowly getting more powerful,
Yeah,
amazing. Or even like the
we
eyes in the darkness.
we
And
got
it's just
nothing
going,
of it. Nothing.
huh?
We got nothing of the human side of that.
No, and even at the very end, when we get a little teaser that he's in London, you just get the stick and like a monstery kind of face, and I'm like, that's sick,
Yeah. Oh, it was brilliant. Brilliant.
amazing.
Yeah. He done
Again,
a
I
hell of a
don't
job
know
with that.
whether we'll get a follow up or anything like that because unfortunately
Again,
people did not see
again,
it.
another Dracula movie that needed a sequel. Same as Dracula Untold. 100% needed a sequel.
Do you know what?
100%.
Again, for the type of film it was, I really enjoyed it. That was one with Luke
So
Evans as Dracula, yes?
yeah,
Yeah. Shauna loves that film.
big
I
fan.
I
Big
really
fan.
thought it was fun.
I
Like
that
again,
I remember going to see that and I was hyped for it. I was like, this looks awesome. I
yeah.
said, it's a whole new type of Dracula. I says, can't wait to see what they do. Obviously, Dracula doesn't play into it for a whole lot of the film. And I'm like, oh. I found myself getting bored. I was like, what is going on? I was like, where? This isn't Dracula. It was like, obviously, I knew the story they were going with that Vlad
No, of
the
course,
Impaler
yeah.
were. I was like, but when? When is it coming? Are they going to make me wait another 2 movies? And then it
Yeah.
happened. I was like, oh shit.
Because again, I was kind of worried it was going to lean more towards like, what am I trying to say? Like an action movie, which it kind of is,
Oh, it is, yeah. 100%. It's
but
not a horror movie.
no, not a horror film, but there was enough horror elements in it to keep like as a horror kind of an action horror to keep
Yeah.
me hooked.
Oh,
Again, I
yeah.
love old school action movies, but for me, I need to know what I'm watching. I need the tone of it to be real clear.
Yeah.
I was only
I
saying
mean,
that to you about a film that we both watched recently that was again, I can find good things about it. But when a film is confused about what it wants to be, that I can't. But Dracula Untold knew what it was doing, you know?
yeah. That was Mortuary's assistant.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the game. And
Didn't
again,
know,
I liked
didn't
a
know it was a
lot about
game.
what they did.
I wasn't sold. I was like, it's been done. The trauma bond with possession. The creature itself looked fucking sick as fuck, though.
I saw too much of him too quick. That's all that kind of killed it for me.
Yeah, okay, I
Um,
get that.
I just wanted him to be more threatening because I seen the poster, which is him kind of creeping out of like the morgue fridges that we keep
Yeah,
bodies in.
they
And
showed it too early, too quick.
I was like, he's sick.
Yeah,
I like him.
it very much reminds you of the Chatterer from Hellraiser. It's that kind of style.
Funny,
Face, face
and at
pulled
the
back.
end when he's kind of I don't matter spoilers. Sorry.
Well,
When
it's
he's
not a
standing
spoiler.
there,
It's just
huh?
standing there. Yeah, you just see it. It's not really a spoiler. It's just standing there. It doesn't do
But
anything.
it's the
Yeah,
it's
just
like his
chattering the
mouth
teeth.
moving up and down, and yeah, the chat.
Yeah, and I'm not a
Um,
mad thing, but like, yeah, I wasn't sold on that one now.
Again, I'm a big fan of Autopsy of Jane Doe, and I know you shouldn't be comparing films, but I thought just a slow burn creep factor, because again, the game is death like it's very creepy and it's like full of atmosphere. There's not many big. There is jump scares and stuff like that. Obviously, it's a game, but from what
You'd
I remember
expect
now, it's been a
something.
while since I played it. Huh?
You'd expect it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a game. You're going to get jump scared, but it's just a lot more like impending doom. Whereas, yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's just a tone thing for me. I liked a lot
Those
about it. Again, creature stuff was cool. I like the bit where she's looking down the hall and he's like in the
that,
corner.
that was sick. Yeah,
I
just
love that
staring
type
at
of
her.
shit.
Like
Um,
those scenes are brilliant, and you see them in some movies, and they work perfectly. Where you don't see anything but eyes, maybe, or lights that you might be could defined as eyes. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And like I think one of the better ones for it was The Conjuring 2. Remember when she's sitting on the sofa, and you can see him as a ghost on the chair, and then she looks over real quick, and it's just clothes. And I'm
so
pretty
sick.
sure every child had that when they had a chair in the room that they'd set
100%.
clothes on. Like,
I get that in hotel rooms now. Like
yeah.
me and Sean actually were in a hotel room ages ago at a wedding, and I woke up and I don't really like. Again, I'm kind of numb to anything scary now. I've ruined my brain. I'm desensitized. Um, but I woke up and we had obviously stacked a bunch of clothes, like just unpacked the case and threw them on it like a chair. And I'm in an unfamiliar environment, and all I can see is someone sitting there like this. And I just literally stayed there and was like, Shauna, Shauna. She's like,
Wake
what?
the fuck up.
Who's he? And she was like, and I don't drink, so it's not as if I was like,
Lock
like out of her and like, and she was like, Aaron, it's their bunch of clothes. Leave me alone. I was like, oh, thank Christ. Everything in my body was going, you need to run.
You had a bit of that sleep paralysis going on.
100%. Like it just, it petrified me. And I was like, and then I turned around to Sean and I was like, is this what you feel sometimes watching films? And she's like, yeah, sometimes it's kind of fun. Kind of
I
fun.
like it.
Yeah. You
Seeing
know,
as you're awake.
yeah. But
uh,
oh no,
no,
but that's like again. But oh, me, my thing with the always being positive on films though, I'm like, I know how hard it is to make films. There's
yeah,
always something that's really good in a film, and again, I'm a sucker for being like, they got it made,
and got it out there,
huh?
and got it out there.
And got it out there, and there's people watching it. You know,
Uh, I always say that like, when directors send me stuff, and if I don't like it, I'll always go back to them and say, "Look, it wasn't my cup of tea," but I'll always give them the good that I find in it.
100%. Like it,
It's very rare, and there's only been sort of one or two occasions when I've gone back and said, "Listen, I didn't like any of it,"
again, like
and I'll give my reasons as to why, and then we'll go our separate ways. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
like it's not a hidden fact that I'm fairly blunt in straight up going, yeah, it wasn't for me. It was
Oh, you're honest. You have to be honest. You know,
like I could sit here and fake it and be like every movie's awesome, but what's that going to get me? Do you know what I mean?
that's it. And then not only that, it's people want your opinion. You know, like
Yeah.
they want to know what you thought.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
like there are people out there and they want just all the good reviews, and that's fine too, right? But that's never going to take away if the movie isn't good. It's all well and good getting people to put in good reviews. Do you know what I mean?
it's going to be seen. Do you know what I mean? All the good reviews are going to bring people who are then going to be honest. Do you know?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Like again, I'm very easily pleased with movies. I will say that. Um, I think with the mortuary assistant, for example, something that wasn't for me, just the most what's the word, fresh thing in my mind because I watched it 2 days ago.
Yeah, it only came out on
Um,
Friday, didn't it?
huh?
It only came out on Friday.
Yeah, exactly. So I watched it. Again, I think I probably would have enjoyed it more had I not played the game.
Okay, so I can retort to that one, right? So I didn't play the game, right? I said had great atmosphere. It was tense as fuck the whole way through,
I
right?
agree
I'll
with that.
give it that. The camera work was done brilliantly. Just again, the possession based storyline and the trauma bond that happens in them.
And again,
It's just been too overly done.
yeah, I think again it was just a bit of it was muddled as well. Just
Yeah,
but
there's some.
overall, again, I can find stuff I really like.
Is it going to be the worst horror movie I watched this year? No, it's
No,
not.
absolutely
Not
not.
even nearly.
Absolutely not.
Am I going to
I'd
rush to
probably
put
watch
it
it
on
again.
again? Am I going to rush to put it on again? Probably not.
And again, I always yeah, fair. I probably will. Like again, I'm weird like that. I'll probably go back and watch it again just to see.
No, 10 years could go by and I might be flicking through something and I'd be like, oh, I haven't seen this. And then I'll get like 20 minutes in and be like, oh, I have seen it. But I'm
Yeah, I'm
here
a
now.
serial rewatcher. I'm yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm here now. I might as well.
Yeah.
So, but
But no,
like,
like and again, I'll always find like again, as I said, I'm very easily pleased. If there's something to like, I'm going to probably like
and
it.
I do really wish that I could be like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think I've seen that many films. I just have a standard. That's why, like, everyone asked me, what did I think of going to see the new Scream? I was like, oh, it's going to be dirt. It's going to be atrocious. Going in with the lowest expectation of possible. And I always come out pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Right? And I really enjoyed the new Scream. Really enjoyed it.
Nice. Good to hear.
Now I know a lot of people didn't. Now the ending
Again,
the ending is what people are giving out about.
it fell apart in the last. Now again, not only that, I went in expecting something I wasn't going to get. Do you get me meaning?
Everyone did.
Yeah, like
I knew rightly how they were going to bring Stu and all back.
yeah, that's what, and that killed me. The AI thing that killed me.
I thought it was very clever.
And I was like, right. And then when the reveal happened, I was like, I guessed it at the start of the film, though.
So I can say this time I got one of them,
Fair.
but it's the one that gets killed off very quickly.
Funny enough, all right, I don't want to do spoilers, but
Oh, it's out long enough now.
Huh?
It's out long enough.
Okay, so
It's out on
spoilers for Scream. You don't want to watch it.
It's out in digital release this week, so
Yeah, spoilers for Scream. But like when I seen Emery, Emery,
Ethan Emery, yeah,
Ethan Emery, Devil's Candy, one of his best films.
bad bad
Love
guy.
the Devil's Candy. Did you like that one?
I don't know if I've seen it. I'd have to again. It's one of those ones where a title and I'm like, it sounds familiar. I'd have to
He's like a painter in it. I won't say anything else. Just go watch it. It's good. Slow burn, but worth it. But when his character was introduced and we left as the mental hospital and stuff like that, and I went, no way, sorry. There's no way you hire that dude and you only use him for that scene.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
Zoe said that. He was too easy. Zoe didn't know who he was, but she picked him. It was just too easy. Like he just goes, yeah, this guy. Oh, I know that guy. And then there's no other questions asked, and you're like, I should have seen that one more coming. I was like, I just didn't picture who it was. I was like, yeah.
Oh no, of course, but he looks a lot different in it. Like he really does. But he actually does look like a crazy guy in it.
I mean, like when you look at it now, the reveal for 6 and 7 were just too easy.
Like again, I'm very hard to please with. See, look, I said I was easy to please, but I like all the screams, but I have a problem with most of the reveals.
I get that. So one was pretty much around for me. So I could have sworn I'd seen Scream growing up.
Right.
100% could have sworn I'd seen it. But when I watched them during lockdown, I watched the first one, sat there going, I've never seen this before.
Holy, that's insane.
Yeah, within saying that, I might have seen it and just completely blanked everything out.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But obviously Scary Movie revealed everything, and you've seen the two iconic pictures, and so I knew who the killers were, but I was sitting watching. And I was like, I have no idea what this is. So I obviously went through the rest of them. So I picked off two. I knew who. I guessed who two was. Three. I didn't know who it was, but I figured it was going to be some kind of family member. Four. I called Emma Roberts right from the start. I was like, they're not bringing someone like that in and not killing her off.
Yeah, people had a problem with that. A lot of
I
people,
didn't
even
like her
Scream
as a.
fans had a problem with that.
I didn't like her as a ghost face. Everyone loves her, and I was like, no, not for me. Same as Rory Culkin. I didn't like him as the ghost face either.
Yeah, like again, I did that one doesn't like again, they're all I can't really say any of them bother me,
That's the
but
worst of
after
them.
one, I kind of go, oh,
Some cool kills, nice story,
yeah. And again,
effective.
I love the opening of Scream 2. That's one of my
Oh,
favorite openings of a horror film
anything,
ever.
anything that kills that absolute fucking weapon off in any film gets my vote. Gets my
Like
vote.
again, it's such like I always slag with CJ. It's that like I always want to be in the screen and watching Stab with them. But then I
Yeah,
realize if I was in that cinema and I wanted to watch the film,
I'm dead.
I'd literally be the one going, this is terrible. They shouldn't be throwing popcorn and jumping around.
Oh,
I'd be
I
giving them
never
like the
felt,
stares. Every do that, like, it's like,
never felt that before in the cinema ever in my life until I went to see Minecraft with Finn and
did you get one of the bad screenings?
oh, it was so bad. I walked out and obviously like he has autism and stuff.
Yeah.
So like he loves the cinema. Now he was sitting there, he was happy as Larry. He brought his teddy and everything with him. He had the creeper teddy and
Oh, sick. That's unreal.
it was fucking chaos. Chaos. Like all the clapping, all the shouting, all the things being thrown out. We didn't get hit back and we were sitting at the back row.
Yeah.
But I walked down to the thing at the end of it and I was like, that's a fucking disgrace what happened in there. I said, you'd staff all over the place and nothing was done about it. We got a full refund for it.
Oh yeah. Which look again,
Popcorn and
especially
all.
if he was really excited for it and he didn't get the experience he wanted. Do
Oh
you know
no,
what
he
I mean?
did. He came out. He was happy as Larry. It was me that
Oh,
was annoyed.
oh, he was actually happy. I missed
Yeah.
that bit.
Oh no, so he was delighted sitting there and he's bounced up and down there. He was quiet, but I was so annoyed with it. Now
Yeah, again.
I've never done it before, but I did use the autism card in there when I was giving out, to make the point more thing. I says someone we spent 115 quid to go to that because I brought my godchild and stuff with me.
Oh, of course, yeah. And look, the cinema is expensive as is now.
Yeah, like I spent €70 today to book to go and see Mario on Saturday.
There you go.
Do you know what I mean? Now that's popcorn and all, but I did. I
No,
went
but
down.
still.
Look. I says that's a disgrace. I says like you'd staff in there. I says like my young lad has autism. I says I'd say he wasn't the only one in there that had
Yeah.
additional needs. I says you need to get that on their hand.
Again, we
And
went into sorry, go on.
no, and then they were just like, oh, I'm so apologetic about it, and
Yeah, like we went into to see Until Dawn in Dundrum.
that was the one I was going to say actually when you were saying about not having played the game of Mortal Resistance. Maybe if you hadn't played it, I'd never played Until Dawn. I really liked the movie.
And here's the thing. So everybody that played the game hated it. Okay.
Yeah.
I've played the game and I thought to myself, I watched the film, I had a lot of fun with it. And when I came out and goes, other than doing the game as a film, which you can just play the game, how else would you do it? I think that was the perfect way to do it.
I
In my
as I said,
opinion.
didn't play the game. Really enjoyed the movie though.
Yeah, I
It
thought it
was
was a lot of
it was a
fun.
horror
And
version of Groundhog Day. What more did you want?
again, it was a cool concept.
Yeah,
And we got so much variety in it.
yeah. I thought some of the deaths in it were brilliant.
Amazing.
The
And that
water
slasher
making
costume was absolutely
the water making them explode was gas.
that's so funny.
Yeah,
That was so funny. Like again, they're all sitting there going, oh, and
so good. I really enjoyed that. Like I really, really enjoyed that. Now I must say.
yeah. No, but we traveled up to see Until Dawn because again, if Air Cinema is not playing at another time, because I love the Air Cinema in Newbridge. I love that much. I know most of the staff by like name at this stage.
Nice.
But and they're all super nice. Highly recommend that cinema. But they weren't playing either. They stopped playing it or they were only playing it at like 10 o'clock at night. And I was like, no, I want to go early, get a bit to eat and then head. So we went in to see it, and everywhere in that cinema was plastered Minecraft. If you're loud, if you're this, you're throwing
Yeah,
popcorn,
that's
there's
where we went to see it in
signs
Dundrum.
everywhere.
Yeah, in Dundrum
And,
it was, yeah.
oh, but there you go. You're the reason they put up the signs.
No, no, they were up before we got there.
Seriously.
Yeah, but it was atrocious. Oh, it was, and it wasn't even young kids doing it. It was
Teenagers.
probably fucking 16, 17 year olds.
You see, it's a TikTok trend. Like
Yeah.
that's essentially what it became.
So annoyed. I was so annoyed leaving the cinema.
The only bad experience I've had recently is I brought CJ to see a screening of The Monkey.
I wasn't mad on that either.
Again, I was expecting a more serious film, but I
So was
enjoyed
I.
the tone they got.
So I was expecting something a lot darker and a lot more thing. Now, by right, if I had no thing to it, I would have probably went in, sat in it, and went. Yeah, it was fun. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Again, it's just like, I always try to manage my expectations, but
The creative kills were good, and now I must say the beehive one was hilarious.
oh, so funny.
Uh,
And again, or even just the trampling by a bunch of horses. Like, just what?
it's just some of them are mental. I'm not.
Yeah.
I found myself now. I've watched 3 of his movies, and I don't like Osgood Perkins as a director.
That's fair. Like, don't get me wrong. I like most of the films I've seen. Um, I think what I like about him though is he takes swings with different tones. Like Longlegs, super serious, super dark, which I
Didn't like
really
it.
enjoyed. You didn't
Didn't
like
like
it?
it at all. No, sorry, that's not true. I liked it till the end.
A lot of people said that. One of my
The
mates,
ending just fucking blew it. I was like, what? I was just, are you just smoking a fucking an M Night Shyamalan fucking
just giving it.
Jordan Peele fucking thing here? Then I had to finish a movie. Do we not?
Yeah, like again, like, and that's the thing. A lot of people were angry with about long legs in general. They didn't like the woo woo kind of stuff that
It
came in.
all, yeah. Didn't make any sense. It was just for me.
But
It was
um, but there was that. Then he went completely different in his tone with um
the monkey.
the monkey, which again I was expecting more of a serious tone because I think we had just come off long legs into the
Yeah, they
monkey.
were done nearly back to back.
Yeah, like, and I was actually surprised with how much the dude is like putting out. And then he had the keepers. It was either early this year or late last year.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
It's a weird one. Like again, it's one I probably need to watch again, but I really enjoyed the folk horrorness of it. And I wasn't expecting that out of it. I was expecting more
Yeah,
like a
I do like folk horror now.
I love me some folk horror. And it really does go real folk horror with it. And some of
Okay.
the imagery in it is real off-putting. Like it's not even like it's scary, but it's more off-putting than anything else because it holds on certain shots for so long. Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, we're going to see if I have it here.
Yeah, have a
Um,
look. It's now again, some of it works, some of it doesn't. But yeah, it's a weird one. I enjoyed it and I'd recommend it. That's what I always say as well. Even if I'm like, oh, some of it works, some of it didn't, I always recommend people go and watch the stuff.
oh yeah, I'll always say make your own mind up.
Yeah, 100%. Like I mean, I want all horror films and stuff like that to be good because the better they get. Like, look at the Oscars this year.
Yeah, it was beast, wasn't it?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Horror taking back the throne.
do you know, like, and for a place and a organization that doesn't really take our genre seriously,
Absolutely.
amazing to see. Look, there's no denying certain films. Like two films that had a cultural impact this year was Sinners and Weapons.
Oh,
Like they're landmark films. Like they will be talked about in the future.
yeah, yeah. I still
Either
don't think I still don't think Weapons is Craig's best movie though. I'm still sold on the Barbarian Hill.
Barbarian's so good though.
Yeah, so good.
So good.
Yeah. I actually don't have keepers, but I typed in keepers and I forgot all about it. The innkeepers popped up, and I'm like, "Yep, love me some Ty West."
Yeah, Ty West is again. Well, his whole kind of crew was amazing. Like
Yeah,
everybody that surrounded that dude as well, like was doing really cool stuff. Like
savage, savage. Like you
again,
look at him, like, and then even you go back to Your Next. He's in Your Next. He's one of the
yeah,
killers in it.
he is he one of the killers?
Yeah,
Or I thought he was the director guy that like comes in. He's like, I make documentaries.
I could have sworn he was one of the killers as well. I'm pretty sure he was one of the killers.
Maybe look again. I don't know. I remember something about being like him being that, and then he's one
So
of the
a
first to
lot of
die.
directors were the killers, though.
Huh?
A lot of directors were the killers.
No way. I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure my buddy L.C. Holt was one of the killers in it.
That's sick. I'm
Uh,
gonna have to look that up now and see who was an actual killer because I love
he
that type of
was.
stuff.
Yeah, LC was on the show a couple of times. Um, yeah, LC Holt was the lamb mask.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
That's rad. But they're like again, like I always find those filmmakers, again, everybody that was in that crew, like are film fans.
Yeah,
Like and want to
they
put
know.
in a load of little things. Sure, I think it was that film that got Barbara Crampton back into acting, wasn't it?
Which you're next,
Yeah. She played a mom. Am I getting her wrong?
and you're next. No,
No,
Barbara
hang
Crampton.
on. I could be getting the actor wrong. 2 seconds.
Yeah, right. No, but you're right. Yeah,
I think that was the movie that got her because she left acting for a while to obviously raise a family, and be there for her kids and stuff. And then I could be completely wrong, but from what I've heard,
we're going
they
with
asked her to do this film. She said, "Yeah, look, I'll do it. Do the one film," and then she fell in love with it again after being on the set with that crew and stuff like that. And
it.
the
It's amazing when
actors,
you hear those stories, though, isn't it? They
huh?
reach. I think they get a good crew, and then all of a sudden the person's back.
Do you know? But again, it's like I just know from even I've been very lucky to work with very cool people. Just in general, really nice people. So when people are like telling horror stories, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm very lucky in the fact that I don't really have any.
Oh,
But I can imagine it though. Like you're out of it years, and you're probably afraid because it's such a big, daunting thing to even get into filmmaking, acting, any of that. And then you're welcomed so lovingly into a place where you can just make something cool.
and it's culturally remembered.
Yeah, 100%. Like, to be honest, when your next was coming out, I didn't know much about any of it, like any of the makers or anything like that. I just saw a cool slasher, but when I went in, it was so well done.
I didn't watch it for a long time.
Really
I ended up watching it at a party or something one night after a nightclub, and
sick.
I woke up the next day and I was like, I had vague memories of watching it, and I was like, I need to watch that again. And I
Yeah,
watched it,
like
and I was like, yeah, sick, sick. Some of the kills in it were so good.
yeah, I think it came out on DVD, or I think, and a mate of mine had it, and he was like, "Oh, watch this," and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, we're sick, a slasher, grand." And again, I fell in love with it because it was so cleverly done. And again, you've some so like super creative kills, like the wire.
Oh, it's just everyone remembers that one.
No, that's again. I was showing CJ, and I was like, she was like, she's going to get it with a crossbow as soon as she runs out this house. And I was like, hey, not far off.
That's what everyone was expecting.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the wire, and she was like, that's evil. And I was like, it's sick.
Yeah. It's it's an awesome one. It's Wrong Turn 4 all over.
Yeah. And again, if you've seen any of my work, you'll know I'm a huge Wrong Turn fan.
As am I.
Yeah. No joke. I convinced person in my college to put on a screening of it. Because I wrote something on it.
The first one.
Huh?
The first one.
Yes. The first one.
I had Rob Schmidt on the show a while back as well. He's savage.
Again, I've many questions. Just because I love film so much.
How do I keep doing it?
Yeah, like but so do you know the bit when he pulls in, he's like, thanks, take care. And then he gets into the car and drives off.
Oh,
your man sitting there. You the one going, they take care.
Yeah.
That line is one of my favorite lines in all of horror. And me, CJ, and anybody I can convince to watch it more than once with me will say that line with that guy. If I got to see a big screening of it, one of my hopes is that people would shout that line with me, because it's just such a good. He's the harbinger, in Cabin in the Woods. He just knows that you going there.
Same as it's for me. Like with that, it's the same as the guy in the gas station. The Hills Have Eyes.
100%.
It's the same
100%.
character. It's just different actor, same character.
That's
Sure.
it. Like it's, you know,
He
but sure,
moved
like it
from a
even,
forest to a desert.
huh?
He moved from the forest to the desert.
Yep, packed up.
No,
Not dealing with Ruby anymore. Just
obviously Stan Winston done the effects for that one as well. It was
the great,
sick,
like
sick.
the great Stan Winston. And I'm pretty sure he was a producer on that one as well.
He was, yeah, executive
Yeah,
producer.
like, and like heavily involved. Like,
It was just ridiculous, that movie.
oh,
The whole five, actually, sorry, seven of them, including the remake.
but I went through a little thing with Stan Winston recently. You've probably seen it on my story. He did. It was a period in time where he was huge. He's Stan Winston, and
Yeah.
he did these small projects like Earth versus the Spider and Peter Bentley's Creature. I don't know if you've seen
Oh,
Earth versus the Spider.
Creature's so good, man, so good.
Amazing, and the creature work in it is sick
I
for such a
can't find
small
it
TV
anywhere to
production.
watch though. Shut up. Can't
Huh?
find it anywhere.
I can find the DVD, but I think it's 150 quid.
Yeah, no, you can get fucked that.
I like again, it's not streaming anywhere. There's nothing of it on YouTube. None of
Yeah,
that.
I will get it.
Oh, I'll find it. I will find it eventually. I will scour the bells of the internet and I will find it.
I mean, I found movies that didn't exist anymore, so I will get it.
And if you find it before me, please share.
No, it's mine. My jar of dirt.
You do get some people in the horror community that are like, no, it's mine. So not here, thankfully.
My jar of dirt.
Huh? Yeah, exactly.
My jar of dirt.
But no, and then he did. If you haven't seen Earth versus the Spider, give it a watch.
I'm nearly sure when I spoke to Rob, I'd have to watch the episode back, but I mentioned those kind of films
Yeah.
Stan Winston had done.
He was just making these like weird, like Earth versus the Spider is Spider-Man. Yeah. If it all went wrong. Like that's essentially it. It's imagine the Fly mixed with Spider-Man. I'm working on a mask right now, by the way. That's essentially that. Can't wait to show it off. Nearly done.
Right. Well, before we get sidetracked again, right? Because I don't want this episode running 44 hours long. I'm going to give you the usual questions that everyone gets, right?
Okay.
And then we'll do another episode maybe in a couple of months when a few more of the movies this year have come out.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Give me a shout. I'll be here.
Right. Give me your top 5 horror films.
Top 5. Okay. In no particular order?
No particular order.
Okay. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
03 one, of course.
I'm going with the original.
I told you, I'm going to die on this hill.
I did. Look, I love the 03 one. I really do. If you ask me to be completely honest, I think I love the remake of Friday the 13th, don't get me wrong, but I think the 03 TCM is the most successful remake. If you're not counting The Thing and stuff like that.
I was going to say, I've had this debate all day with different people.
Yeah.
That was the one that was put out. It's the best horror remake. I says, no, it's not.
No, because
I love it. The Thing is.
Yeah, The Thing is its own league. It's its own league.
That to me is the greatest remake in any genre.
Yeah, it's insane. It's an amazing movie. Like again, it's one of the best horror films for a reason. I
might watch that with Finn. Actually, that might be a good one to watch.
Huh?
I might watch that with Finn. There's no nudity in that one.
There you go.
Sold.
I might watch that tonight.
Nice.
So yeah, OG TCM, Friday the 13th Part 7, introduction of Kane Hodder. Can't beat it. Can't beat it.
Okay. Yeah, if anyone didn't know, Aaron's a big Jason guy.
Well, first of all, I have to say thank you, and I want to say thank you on the podcast because I've been mentioned in 2 videos on 2 podcasts on your channel, and it was one with Joey and Sneeta. That was the first one, and then it was with Ken Kursinger and Jason. That was pretty sick.
Got that one in there for you.
Yeah, that was sick. That was rad. I was watching it going, oh no way, that's me.
I know that guy.
Yeah, I know that guy. He's pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, I'm a huge Jason's my dude. I love him to bits, but Kane is my Jason. Kane is Jason Voorhees. And then I'm just gonna throw 3 random ones out because I love all my babies equally. I'll go Wrong Turn, definitely. I'll throw that in there. I will go with I want to throw in some creature stuff as well because I don't want to do all slashers because slashers are just it's my religion. Slasher films are my religion. I'm gonna throw a weird one out. I've said wrong turn. I'm gonna go very similar. I'll go with the remake of Hills Have Eyes. I really
Oh,
love
the
that.
Alejandro Ari one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Alexander
So
Haha.
that's also another one that's better than the original.
I love it. I love the remake. Oh, so
I
good.
I went to see that in the cinema, 2004.
Again, I missed that in the cinema.
I was 13 years old.
That's in like again, I missed out all those in the cinema. The only
I remember.
remake, this will
I
give you a
remember.
laugh. The only two remakes I've ever seen, or any like the first kind of horror films I got to see. The very first 18s film I ever got to see was Friday the 13th, 2009 remake in the cinema. My dad snuck me in with my granddad to see Jason, the new Jason. He had to do it. That was it. And then I got in on my own to see the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Ouch.
The less said about that, the better. That's
Well,
one film that I will. Jackie Earl Haley, don't blame him at all.
no, he was good.
Yeah,
Makeup was
again,
terrible.
I like to take the film in general. It's just I can't talk about it.
I know we've had the conversation and I've said it on the show multiple times. I didn't mind the first 35, 40 minutes of that movie.
I like the
Um,
opening. I
and
thought
then
the opening was real strong.
it just got muddled and didn't know where to go. And I mean, like I've said it time and time again, Kyle Gallner was brilliant. He's just brilliant.
Kyle Gardner is always great.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Rooney Mara, but that's the worst performance of her career. Clancy Brown is just I'd watch that man be a lamppost as well because he's hilarious. But like it just didn't work. Jackie Earl Haley's voice, and he gives one of the coolest and most cutting lines in that film that I use quite regularly. The one where he has you man, he's like, when your heart stops beating, your brain keeps functioning for 7 minutes.
Some
We
great
got
ideas.
6 minutes to play.
Let's see there. Okay. For example, that's a bad film. Some really good ideas.
Yeah.
That idea you just said and that line, I was like, oh,
you gonna fuck you up big style.
this is what I'm saying. Like, that's an amazing bit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but yeah, that was the second horror film I got to see in the cinema. And I came out being young and being after seeing Freddy on the big screen. And I was like, that was good. It was good.
Well, if it's any consolation, in 2010 when that came out, I was 20 in college, and I went to see it opening night, last screening of the day, where it's pitch black outside and you come out. Didn't know what to think of it. I was like, because obviously Nightmare on Elm Street's my one. I was like, okay. Didn't know if I liked it. Didn't know if I didn't like it. Went home. Got up the next morning. Was at the cinema, opening cinema. Went to see the first screening of it. Walked out, and I was like, what a lot of shit. Fucking dirt, stupid movie.
Like,
So I paid to go and see it twice.
yeah, but look, again, I think I was just gone 16, and a friend of mine that came with me because it was 16s over here, and a friend of mine that came with me was still 15, and they're like standing behind me sweating because I got me ticket and turned around and was like, oh, I'm going in, and he's standing there sweating, going, ticket for same one he's going to.
I'm going to the show, boys.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden your mom was just like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
people
just go.
didn't care. Like I was lucky now. My mate, his oldest brother's girlfriend at the time worked in the cinema.
Yeah.
She used to get us in, let us go see everything. But like I remember going up on I was 14 going to see Saw. And I got to get to the door and she wasn't there. I was like, oh balls. So I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna chance it.
That's it. Like it's yeah.
But like, I think most of the people in the cinema knew me because I was there probably twice a week. Didn't matter what it was, I'd go and
no,
see it.
same. I used to go see everything. And then, do you know the only time I ever looked super cool in front of Shauna was Evil Dead the remake came out, and I'm a huge Evil Dead fan.
So good, oh, so good.
Right, and I seen the trailers, and I said to Shauna is exactly a year and a half younger than me, and I had just turned 18. And I said to Shauna, I said, we're going to cinema. The lads are coming. If they don't get in, we're going to see it. We're going to see anyway. And
It's happening.
I walked up to the cinema. So Sean is still, like too young to go see the film. It's 18s and over. Obviously, over here, if you're 18s, it's 18s. That's it. You're not getting in. He didn't even question her. She was with me. I knew all the cinema staff. I was like, oh, Aaron, what's that? Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, 2 tickets to Evil Dead. Oh, Evil Dead. Oh, and then it was like, yeah, enjoy, man. All the lads are behind me who are all slightly younger than me, about 17.
Didn't get in. I don't know why. It was so good, man. Oh,
So good. And me and Shauna just came out like basically covered in blood, being like, it's amazing.
I went to see it with a couple of lads. We went at like 2 o'clock in the day on the opening day, just
Yeah.
to see it. And there was like 6 people in the cinema. 2 people left getting sick when she slit her tongue.
Ah, but even the
there was a guy
arm
with a
falls off, and
laptop.
I'm feeling much better now.
There was a guy with a laptop. He was obviously a film critic or something. He goes to see the
he's
movies
sitting in your
early.
cinema.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Now he was watching. He was looked like he was writing for a while, and he was typing a little bit, and then he closed it, and he was watching. It was annoying me that I could see the light going on and off, but it was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But I came out of that and I was like, that was awesome. That's the best entry in the franchise for me.
Well, like again, I love all Evil Deads. I don't think it has a bad entry, in my
No,
opinion.
it doesn't have a bad entry, right?
Yeah.
But that to me is the most horror filled.
Oh yeah, like I always find that if someone doesn't like Evil Dead 1 is my favorite. I love it. I have a lot of like again, it was one of the first films. I was like, they were like film students that did that. I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that. That type of thing. But I always tell people if you don't like the kind of campy nature that they bring in 2, 3, watch 1 in the remake and then Rise.
It's not really a remake, is it?
No, actually,
it's the next
they
part
kind
of
of
the
point
story.
blank said it, didn't they? It's not a remake because there's
it's the
3 books in
second,
the universe.
It's the second of the 3 books. Yeah,
and then Rise is the 3rd book.
Yeah, I just didn't like that because obviously Ash's car is there, and the cabin is still the same, right? And that's fine, but how did that second book get there?
But see, I can suspend my disbelief for that because it's a Necronomicon.
Yeah, it could have been there all the time and they just didn't find it.
Yeah, or to be honest, the people that were like at the very start.
I'm sorry, the second group come in and use it, so that's where it
and then you have that like group of people that know what the Necronomicon is at the start of it.
Yeah,
like I like that whole type of thing as well. So maybe they brought it and left it or whatever. I don't know.
That was one horror movie, and I'll always say there's a good few of them now, but that's one movie that had no joy in it whatsoever.
It's just unrelenting.
There's no comedy characters, no comedy relief. It's just straight up fucking.
There's a clever little thing in that as well, and I think it carries through to some of the other films as well. The chap who reads the book gets shit mixed throughout the whole film.
Why right? Fucking right too. Fuck him.
It's like the bit. It's like the bit in Cabin in the Woods. Okay, I'm putting my foot down. Don't read the Latin.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah,
he's so funny. He's so
funny.
Cabin in the Woods was awesome as well. Right.
And I think so that's 3 I put down.
Yeah.
Well, I go all slashers. I was thinking of creature features that once I get past me 2 favorite horror films of all time, the 3 are just random. I'm gonna throw in. Oh, Jesus Christ!
It's not a horror film. Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah, hey, Passion of the Christ. Horror film in its own right.
I fell asleep in that.
Yeah, to be honest, dude, there's a lot of horror elements in it. It's a controversial film.
Fucking
but,
2.5
throw out there.
2.5 hours of dribble.
Trying to reach back into. I'll go. Do you know what? I'll go weird. I'll go one of me deeper cuts. I like Maniac.
Oh, it's one. It's the first time making a list, if I remember rightly.
Nice. I'll put that on because the reason I'll put that on is Tom Savini. It was
As
one
you
of the
do.
only films I remember people talking about. This is back when I was trying to find like what'll make me the cool horror guy that knows horror film people don't know. You know, then you're talking in the age of this is me as a kid thinking that, and then in the age of internet, everybody knows everything. But I remember people talking about that being like, "Oh, don't talk about that film; it's controversial." And then I seen the poster and watched like behind the scenes on video nasties and stuff like that that are like, oh, don't talk about that film. The poster, he has like a bulge in his pants, his belt's open, he's got a scalp and a knife, and
It's a picture.
yeah. Or if I wasn't the same maniac, I'm gonna cheat and say Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I'll go with 3 because it's
Dream
funny.
Warriors.
Dream Warriors.
Sound good list.
Yeah, 1 and 3, 1, 2, and 3 are my favorites in the Nightmare. Just because I know you're the Nightmare guy, so
One,
actually,
one, one tree. Well, that's the remake one, isn't it?
don't talk to me. It's Penny's hoodie. Leave me alone.
I remember King came on and he was like, "Look at this sick Nightmare on Elm Street. I got top and pennies." And I was like, that's the remake one, right? Don't you? I don't think it
I
made
have
another
Jackie Earl
appearance.
Haley on my back.
Yeah, I don't think it made another appearance. Right. Last question. Give me your top 5 John Carpenter films.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, look, Halloween. I have
Okay.
to. The Thing.
Best remake ever.
I'll go Escape from New York.
Okay.
Um, again, I'm going to be so basic with this because it's Assault on Precinct 13. Like,
One of the movies with his probably one of his best scores. Might be his best score.
yeah, it's
People
that.
people people will say Halloween, but I think that Assault on Precinct 13 was
Again, yeah, it's just that was actually the first John Carpenter film I ever saw.
oh.
Um, and then I watched it again with my dad after watching Halloween, the thing, and all. And I went, Dad, that's the Halloween guy.
Mm.
He was like, it's not. I'm like, it is. That's because my dad, I started off with action movies and stuff with my dad. I was like real into like the 80s kind of action movies. And it was horror that took over my life then. Whereas my dad's the horror or the action guy.
Fair.
And then lastly, that 4.
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna say?
Oh,
I guess
you got to get the right answer here.
Rowdy Roddy Piper.
No, that's the wrong answer.
What's the right answer?
Big Trouble in Little China.
That's your favorite film of all time,
It sure
isn't
is.
it? Yeah, I remember. Sorry, I remember you seeing that. You posted on Instagram or something. I was like, interesting.
Yeah.
I again,
They Live is brilliant.
yeah. Look, I love They Live. They Be Mine. I do love Big Trouble in Little China. I will say that.
They Live is phenomenal. The best performance from a wrestler turned actor in any film.
Oh, hands
by,
down,
by a long
hands
way.
down.
By a long way. And I like Batista. I think he's a very good actor. Who
Oh
would
no,
be
look,
he'd
I
be the
love Batista.
best.
Actually, I totally forgot Batista was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Totally forgot.
He'd be the best wrestler turned actor, and people trying to tell me The Rock and stuff. I was like, no.
I did. I've had that argument with someone about Batista and The Rock, and I'm all day Batista.
Batista's all day, twice on a Sunday.
Yeah, he acts. He's not playing
the range that guy has is phenomenal for not being a trained actor, really.
Amazing. And again, the way he speaks about acting is the way an actor would speak about acting. It's like he's putting the work in.
Yeah, fair play to him. Phenomenal.
But yeah, like again, Roddy Piper though. Come
on.
Well, now you can't beat Hulk Hogan and Mr. Nanny.
Well, you couldn't. I mean, he did hit that guy with his own head. Remember the steel plate?
Oh shit! Yeah.
He put the magnetic pole to it, and he started spinning. Or what was the other one he done? Thunder in Paradise.
Yeah, Jesus, he did a lot of weird stuff.
A bow. Although I'm actually gonna watch Mr. Nanny sometime soon.
I had it on video recorded off the telly years ago, like when I was a kid. And me and my cousins used to watch it all the time. Thought it was hilarious.
I think the last time I seen it when I was working in home care, the guy I looked after used to go for a 2 hour sleep and I'd have to stay there with him. And it was on the telly, and I was like, "Yep, sold."
Yep, watching it.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing I could do. He's asleep. Like if he wakes up, obviously, thing, but get
Yeah.
to sit and watch the telly for 2 hours and get paid for it. Yeah. So,
Yeah, yeah, I love movies. So anytime someone's telling me I can watch a film, I'm going to do it.
well, Aaron, that was an awesome chat. We'll have you back on definitely. Maybe towards the summer we'll do a year in review or half a year
Yeah,
in review or
hey,
something.
whenever you want me on to talk horror, I'm here. I do it all day anyway, and
Right.
people here are sick of listening to me. So,
Absolutely. But sure,
you
I'm
know.
sure we're due a catch up somewhere soon in
Oh
person.
yeah, we still have never gotten a picture together.
No, we did.
Did we?
We got it. We got it at the HorrorCon.
I have never seen said picture. Send
I
it to
have.
me.
I have seen a picture somewhere.
All right, send that to me.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'm gonna do what I do every Friday at this time. I'm gonna end the show the same way I finish it, with the words of the great George A. Romero, ladies and gentlemen. Stay scared.